A very good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ankit Saxena, and I will be your instructor for the next couple of hours. Friends, let me just tell you my background very much in brief. But before I get started, I just want a little help from all the participants. What should be the language? In which language you want me to continue? You want me to continue in English? You want me to continue in Hindi? Or you want me to continue in a mixed language, Hindi or English? Okay, Dr. Hema, English. Okay, Dr. Nazma, English. Okay. What about the rest of the participants? Hindi or English, friends? Okay, Dr. Divya says English. Dr. Geeta says English. Dr. Deepti says English. Okay, Dr. Gaurav says English. Okay, fair enough. So let's get started in English here. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, friends. Dr. Smita says English, Dr. Krishna, Dr. Rui. Okay, so everyone is supporting English. So let's go with the majority here and let's continue the session in English. Okay, so now, friends, first and foremost, we are here to address or we are here to understand the uh, doctor's admin dashboard by Torus Health. Okay, so for that, I will be taking you step by step. But before I proceed, let me just give you a brief introduction about myself. Uh, I have already disclosed my name. My name is Ankit Saxena, and when it comes to trainings, I have trained more than 5,000 traders. So basically, my background is from the financial industry. Okay, so I have worked in the financial industry for almost 14 years now, and I represent Taurus Skill Force, where I am a senior manager learning and development. Okay, and in these 14 years I have been associated with some of the very renowned names of the industry, of the broking industry or the financial industry. So I started my career with ICICI Securities, then I moved to Sher Khan. For Sher Khan, I've been there for almost 8.5 years, and then I switched to Taurus Skill Force, and right now I'm working with Taurus Skill Force. So I am along with me, I'm carrying along with me a 14 years of rich experience into trainings and learning and development. Okay, so let's get started here, friends. Now, today our agenda is to understand the doctor's admin dashboard. Okay, and for that, what I will be doing is I will be taking you directly to the website here. I will be taking directly to the web page here. Okay, now friends, I hope my screen is visible to everyone. I hope you can see the Taurus page here. A quick yes or no on the chat box. It's visible. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's get started here. So before I start, let me also share with every one of you. So I'm sharing it on the chat box itself. I'm sharing you the link for this admin website or this website link. Yes, so I have shared a link with every one of you. So you can just quickly check the chat box. I have shared the link with you. Now to log in or to land on this page, you have to click on the link that I have provided on the chat box, friends. Right? Now, every one of you will be having your username as well as the password. Dr. Divya, if you want, yes, you can. Provided if you have the necessary login credentials. If you have the necessary login credentials, you can quickly log in here along with me. But what I would suggest is, Dr. Divya, what I would suggest is that just listen to me for some time. Okay, understand what I am trying to teach you here. Okay, and I will be taking you through to the entire website here. Okay, so it will be easier for you to understand. Okay, but it will be your choice, it will be your call. If you want to take a tour of this entire website along with me, you can also uh, uh, you can also join, or you can also have a tour of this entire website along with me if you have the necessary credentials. Okay, guys. So if you have the necessary credentials, you can join this tour along with me. So I'm just logging in here. Right? So now friends, once you have entered your login credentials, this is how you will see your dashboard. Are you able to see the dashboard, friends? This is how you will be able to see the dashboard. Is this visible to everyone? Give me a quick check, friends. Yes. Now, friends, I will be taking all the tabs one by one. Okay. And I will be maintaining a very, very nominal pace. In case you have a doubt, in case you have a query, you can just stop me then and there. I have kept all the mics on unmute. Right now they are muted. But if you want to talk to me, if you want to ask any question, you can unmute the mic or you can put it in the chat box as well. Okay, so if you are having any doubts, any confusions, any queries during the session, you can very well stop me then and there. You can ask your doubts, your queries. Shamoil is also there along with us. He will also be helping us in this journey. Okay, so you can just unmute your mic or you can just put your query in the chat box. Okay, both ways it's fine with me, right? Let's move ahead, friends. So now, first and foremost, what we have to do is first, once you log in onto the Torus Health website, first and foremost, what you have to do is you have to set up your profile. Okay. For setting up your profile, what you can do is on the right hand side, if you notice on the right hand side top corner, can you see the bell icon, friends? Can you see the bell icon on the right hand side? Just beside the bell icon, you will find your profile. Okay, so if you click here, you will see a drop down here where you will find profile settings written. Okay, or alternatively, what you can do is you can also click on the left hand side. Can you see your name written? So you will find your name written on the left hand side as well, if you can follow my cursor. Okay, so on the left hand side you will find your name written, and above that you will find a dummy photo. You can click on that photo and you will be able to see the profile there. Okay, so either ways you can open the profile setting. Now once you click here, this is how your profile section will look like. Now first and foremost, what you can do is you can upload your photo. So you can simply click a photo of yours, save it on your PC. Okay, and you can upload the same photo here. So if you have not uploaded a photo, it will be a dummy image that you will see here. The dummy image that you can see right now, the same dummy image or a look alike you will find on your screen or on your profile, right? So for that, what you have to do is you have to simply click on upload photo and select the photo that you have clicked or that you have saved on your PC, and you can upload that photo, and then you can simply click on save changes. Similarly, your login details, username, password is here. You can also edit your password. You can also edit your username and password. Okay. So now friends, on this page, if you notice on this page, if I scroll it down, you will find there are certain segments that doesn't hold a edit icon. Okay. Now these details, these basic details are not editable. And that is the reason you cannot see an edit icon on this box here. Okay, so these basic details are pre-filled for you. Okay, and once these details are pre-filled, basically these details are filled by the backend team. Okay, the admin team, the backend team will be filling out these details. Now once these details are filled, they cannot be changed. rest all the other details can be changed if you find this edit icon there. Okay, so wherever you find this edit icon, so on the right hand side, I have highlighted the edit icon, friends. Right? So on the right hand side, you can see the edit icon. So wherever you will find the edit icon, you can change those fields. Similarly, once you have uploaded the photo, okay, login details, if you want to change the login details, you can change the login details clicking on edit field. Similarly, you can also edit or also upload your signature. So doctor's signature, you can add doctor's signature. Now, again, what you can do is you can simply sign on a white piece of paper, click a photo of it and upload your sign. So allowed is JPG, PNG, max size is 8 MB. So the maximum size of the photo that you are uploading should be not more than 8 MBs. Right? So the simplest way of uploading the sign is take a white piece of paper, sign on it, click a photo, save that photo on your laptop or PC and simply upload your signature. Similarly, you can add your doctor's stamp. So take your stamp, again, click a photo and upload it. Okay, again, a JPG, PNG, and so again, a pic you can upload here. The maximum size of that pic should not be more than 8 MBs. Is that clear to everyone? Give me a quick check. Yes? Okay. Let's move ahead, friends. Now, the basic details, I've already covered this part. So the basic details, once they are entered, will not be editable. Secondly, then your services, specialization and symptom details, you can edit these details here. Okay, so we have a edit icon here. You can edit these details. Simply click on the edit icon and you can enter all these details. So all these details are editable. Then your contact details, again, the contact details are editable. So you can edit these contact details from here. So simply click on the edit icon and you can edit all the details, your address, city, zip code, postal code, you can edit. Then clinic details, again, we have a edit icon here. You can edit the details here. Right? Okay. Now, at the end, you will find the pricing details here. Okay. All the pricing details you will find here. And experience detail, if you want to add, you can add your experience details. So just click on the add button and you can add the experience details here. Similarly, if you want to add the educational details, you can just simply click on the add button and you can add the education details again. Right? Rewards and recognitions. So if you want to add rewards and recognitions, so no reward and no award details found because we have not added in here. If you want to add some rewards or recognitions, you can simply click on add and upload your or add your awards, rewards and recognitions. Is this clear to everyone, friends? Give me a quick check. Any doubts, any confusion still here? Friends, any doubts, any confusion still here? Okay. Thank you, Dr. Geeta. Thank you, Dr. Gaurav. Dr. Neelam, thank you so much. So friends, let's make this session a little interactive. Okay, it will be much more easier for all of us to understand this session, though this is a very, very simple session. Okay, but still let's make it a slightly interactive so that this is good for everyone. Yes. Okay. Let's move ahead here. Now, once you have done your profile settings, again, we can move back to the dashboard. So click on the dashboard here. Now, this is the dashboard page. Now, I will also take you through to every other icon that we have here on the dashboard page. Right? So now, on the dashboard, you have total patients. So now these are the total number of patients that you have attended. Okay, total number of patients that you have attended. Similarly, total appointments. These are the total number of appointments that you have considered or that you have taken. Now, friends, the number of appointments and the total number of patients might differ. Now, for example, if you notice your total number of patients are 7, but the total appointments are 14. Okay. So it might happen that a particular patient might also come up for a follow-up, right? So it will add on to your total appointments number, but it will not add to the total number of patients, right? So the total number of patients will remain same, okay, but the total number of appointments will keep on increasing every time the patient comes up for a follow-up. Okay. Similarly,
And so,
yes, Dr. Rui.
yeah, for this follow-up, how many days validity for the previous, how many days is it free of charge for the patient?
Okay, so Dr. Rui, I will be explaining you everything. Okay, once I'll move ahead, your question will also get answered. Okay, so
Um,
once I'll move ahead with the services, once I'll move ahead with the appointments, okay, everything you have to mention, right? So after how many days? So for example, I'll just give you a brief example here and then I'll proceed. But when I'll actually move on to that tab, I will be explaining you each and everything, right, Dr. Rui? So for example, that you want a patient to visit after 3 days, right? So you have to mention in here that the patient needs to visit after 3 days.
right.
Okay, so that is something which is already incorporated here, and I will be explaining you in the due course.
Sure.
Okay.
And I had a query. You have mentioned over here that the total number of patients, right? So these are total number of patients in a single day, or the
No.
past days also?
Yeah. So Dr. Gaurav, these are the total number of patients you have visited. Okay, not during the day. All total number of patients means all those patients that you have visited till date.
Okay, it's total footfall.
Yes, it's total for total number of patients you have visited till date.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So same goes with total appointments, Dr. Gaurav.
Okay.
Right? Same goes with total number of appointments. Right? Okay. Shall we move ahead, guys? Any other questions? Any other query? Friends? Any other questions? Any other queries?
No,
Or shall
we
we
can
move ahead?
continue.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Okay, great. So let's move ahead. So then we have follow-ups. Again, these are the total number of follow-ups that you have taken. Okay. Then appointment completed. Again, these are the total number of appointments that you have completed. Then your consultation revenue. So your consultation revenue will depend upon how many number of patients that you have seen, how many number of follow-ups that you have seen. Okay. So that will amount to the total consultation revenue. Okay. So for example, per patient you charge 500 rupees. Okay. And you have seen approximately 10 patients. Okay. So here the consultation revenue will go to 5,000 rupees. Right? Similarly, we have pharmacy revenue and lab revenue. Okay. Now, friends, as of now, this tab pharmacy revenue and lab revenue is there, but over the due course, these tabs will get removed. Okay. So the pharmacy revenue and lab revenue will get removed from here. Okay. Now, total appointments. So when we talk about, today's appointment. So when we talk about today's appointment, so as Dr. Gaurav has very rightly asked me that the total patients are the total patients for today or the total number of patients till date. So these are total number of patients till date. Now, when we come to the today's appointment, so here is the list of the total number of appointments that you have for today. Okay, so upcoming. So for example, if you now see, just for your understanding, friends, Shamoil has booked an appointment for 3:55 p.m. here. Okay, so I will be showing you here live how this video consultation works, right? So at 3:55 p.m. what we will do is, at 3:55 p.m. I will take you to that page where you will find the video consultation icon. Okay, and from where you can start the video consultation, right? So just to show you, Shamoil has added a consultation here at 3:55 p.m. Okay, so this is an upcoming appointment. Similarly, we have cancelled appointments. So if some patient has cancelled the appointment, or there is some technical difficulty because of which you have cancelled the appointment, or the appointment got cancelled, so you will see the entire history here. Or if any if you have rescheduled any appointment, so then the reschedule history you will find here. Completed, all the appointments that have got completed, or for all the appointments that you have marked completed, you will find in here. Okay, so it will show you the appointment number, the appointment date, the patient details, and the service. Okay, so service, whether it is a video consultation, whether it is a clinic visit. Okay, so these are the types of services that we have, or a home visit. Okay, so we have three types of services: clinic visit, video consultation, and home visit. So depending upon which all services you have activated, you can choose or toggle you can toggle among the services that you have activated. Right, and last but not the least, on this page you will also find the recent prescriptions. Okay, so these are the recent prescriptions. All those for all those patients that you have provided a prescription, you will find all those details here. Okay, so appointment number, prescribed for, prescribed date, action, right? Everything you will find in here. This is the, if you click on view, you will find your prescription, and we have also provided a download button here. Right, so that was the landing page, the dashboard here. Now after the dashboard, let's go to the services. Okay, now these are the services that you can toggle from. Right, so now friends, if you can notice, the service type is home visit, clinic visit, and video consultation. Right, so now if you notice here, appointment charge, what is the appointment charge, what is the follow-up charge, okay, cancellation charge, everything in percentage, everything is mentioned here. Right, so now this can be modified or changed. Now first and foremost, can you see the status here, everyone? Give me a quick check. Can you see the status here? The status is activate, activate, activate. So all the three services are activated here, whether it is home visit, whether it is clinic visit, or whether it is a simple video consultation. Right, so Dr. Rui, I will also be answering your question here. Okay, so now if you can see a toggle button here, everyone, can you see a toggle button? So now once you click on the toggle button, if you click here, this service will get deactivated. Now if you notice, it's deactivated. Right, so the home visit is now deactivated. Similarly, if I toggle this button here, again, now this service has got deactivated. Right, similarly, if I just switch it on, again the home visit service is activated. Again, if I toggle this button on, again the service gets activated. Is that clear to everyone? Give me a quick check. So this is how simply you can toggle the button and you can activate and deactivate a service. Right, any questions, any queries still here, guys, friends? Any questions? Any queries here?
I had a query. Can
Yes,
we download the total number of appointments that we did in the last month or last day, like in a
yes.
regular
So you
base?
can export it to Excel or PDF format. I will show you
Okay.
from where you can do that.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So now let's move ahead. So from this toggle button, you can activate and deactivate the services. Similarly, you can also change the price and the time slots as well. Okay. So now if you click on the change price icon, now can you see your service charge and the follow-up charge? Okay. So if you mention 0 here, the follow-up will become free for the patient. Okay. Or if you don't mention anything, if you don't mention a price here, it will become free for the patient. Right. So accordingly, you can modify your consultation charges here. So first consultation and follow-up charge, you can edit. And then in order to save it, you can simply click on save changes. Similarly, you can also change the time slots. Okay, so a minimum of 5 minutes. So if you can notice here, if you can drop down, so the minimum consultation is of 5 minutes. So 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, okay, and so on and so forth. Till 90 minutes, you can have your consultation charge. Consultation time duration. Okay, so a minimum of 5 minutes to a maximum of 90 minutes, you can have your time slots.
Uh,
So if you
Mr.
select,
Ankit,
yes,
I have a query here. So here
yes,
we are overall fixing some data here, like be it the service charge or be it the follow-up time.
right,
So normally in a practice in a given day, we would ask certain patients to come after 3 days, a
right.
few patients after 1 month.
Yeah.
So in the
So
same
we,
way, some consultations require just 10 minutes,
mhm,
while maybe some consultations require 30 minutes. So, if we prefix the timing here,
mhm,
how can we change it later on? Like, see, some patient X may need just 10 minutes.
right. So,
Some other patient Y, maybe he has a bigger history. I may need 30 to 40 minutes. So, how can I prefix that here?
okay, so Dr. Divya, so now once you have edited this, okay, that doesn't mean you cannot change it. Okay, you can every time if you want, you can change it. Every day you can change it. That's not a problem. Okay. Secondly, just to answer your question here, so for example, that you have kept, so for example, you are there in a video consultation, okay, and for video consultation, you have kept a timing for 30 minutes, but you have done the consultation only for 10 minutes, right? After 10 minutes, what you can do is you can mark complete the appointment, and the appointment will get complete. Okay, so this 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, it's a maximum time that you are allocating right now.
Ankit, what will happen after 5 or 10 minutes? The call will get disconnected, or patient will be recharged again?
No, so after 5 minutes, so if you have kept a duration of 5 minutes, after 5 minutes, the this will end. The appointment call will end.
And the patient has to recall if the history is not completed.
Yes. So you have to again book the appointment for that patient.
So, it will be a fresh appointment again? Does he need
Yeah.
to pay a fresh consultation again?
So Dr. Divya, for that, so if this happens, okay, if this happens, um Shamoil,
Ankit, I'll just leave.
yes. So Shamoil, would you like to answer this question here?
So we are adding a plus 10 minutes button over there. If you are kept a 10-minute time slot duration, so there would be a plus 10 extra minute also there. If you like that the history is not taken properly, means it's not completed, you can just simply click on that plus 10 minutes and the duration gets increased by 10 minutes.
No, Shamuel, our question was like patient will have to pay again if the history is not completed or we have not completed our consult. So he or she has to call again and pay again to get consult, right?
No,
Yeah.
Dr. Gaurav, so what is happening here is that the team will be adding a 10 minutes button here. Okay. So that will be a 10 minutes buffer button. So
No,
for
Ankit,
example,
my question was suppose the 10 minutes are also consumed.
okay,
Still it is not complete. Then patient has to pay again, right?
Shamoil,
Yes, yes.
So again, so the entire thing depends upon the how much time we personally select here. So if I say 5 minutes for a consultation, after 10 minutes of buffer time, they have to the call gets disconnected. They have to pay a fresh thing and call back again.
Yes, Divya ma'am.
Yeah. So in short, we are charging for every 5 minutes that much, like, so I got it. Yeah. But one question I have is like you have said that the follow-up, can be changed. But then how many days? Suppose, there are certain platforms who allow a 24 hours follow-up, which is free. So how can we decide follow-up price for that patient when the patient comes back?
Okay, so as of now, we have a static follow-up charges. So if you keep as a free, so even after 3 days, it will show free for follow.
So again, it's everything again what we fix here. It's like personalized to every doctor.
No, but it should be a personalized to every patient. No, for example, I tell somebody to come back, recheck your, thyroid after 6 weeks. That will not be counted as follow-up. Follow-up should have certain, time limit for it. So if we put follow-up and that patient comes after 3 months and it is there in our history, he will still pay like follow-up charge only instead of a fresh charge. That's what I'm asking. Like follow-up should be called for three. I mean, it should have some time frame to which we call it as a
There
follow-up.
should be some duration in that
Yeah.
only patient could contact or something like that. There should be a clear instructions.
Yeah,
Usually on a daily practice, we keep only like 1 week. 1 week is like included in
For
follow
acute
up.
illnesses, yeah.
Huh.
For acute illnesses, it can be even 3 days. So after a patient's fever subsides, he comes after 8 days for something new. It should not be under a follow-up because he's been having a history of, consulting me. So it should not be counted as a follow-up. It should be counted as a fresh visit. So for the follow-up, we should have a a clear-cut boundary of time duration.
yeah, ma'am. While you are generating a prescription for a patient, there is a time duration over there. You have to mention like how many days after how many days the patient has to come for a follow up.
uh,
Okay.
so Dr. Ruhi, Dr. Divya, there is a time limit that we can set for follow-up. So after 2 days or after 1 day or after 3 day, okay, so then it will be considered as a follow.
Okay, but that
So
the
that
system will be
follow
able
up,
to catch, right? In our prescription, it we mentioned follow-up after 3 days. So that the system will know that this is a follow-up case and it has to be caught under the follow-up category.
Yes, yes, yes. System will get one.
Okay.
so
All right.
that will be done from the back.
No, Dr. Divya, you need to mention the follow-up frequency.
Thing here, like actual my follow up consultation is this much. So back in you will be knowing like at what particular time I've asked.
Yes, yes, yes. Because the e-prescription has been generated, so it will be automatically captured in the backend.
So once you generate the e-prescription, in that e-prescription, there is an option to select when can the patient follow up again. Okay, so after 1 day or after 2 day or after 3 days, I will be showing you that. So once you fix that, it will fall under the follow-up category only. Okay, Dr. Rui, Dr. Divya, Dr. Gaurav, I hope you are clear
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's move ahead, friends.
Sure.
Okay, great. Right. So once you have selected the duration here, for example, if I've selected a duration for home visit, now this is the duration for home visit, friends. Right? Similarly, you can change the price and the time for all the three services. be it home visit, be it clinic visit, or be it video consultation, right? So you can change the price and the time. So home visit, you might keep a different charges. For clinic visit, you might want to keep a different charges, and for video consultation, you might want to keep a different charge. Okay, as well as the time frequency, the time slots as well, right? So you can do for all the three services here. You can modify this for all the three services here. So for home visit, for example, if I keep 30 minutes, okay, and if I save the changes here, right? So now doctor time slot duration is updated. Okay, so now for home visits, if you notice, the time slot duration is 30 minutes. Okay, similarly, you can also change the price, right, friends? Okay, now after the services tab, let's move on to the next tab, which is the schedule timings. Okay, I will also be sharing with you the appointment and the book appointments tab as well. Let me first show you the schedule timings tab, and then I'll come to appointments and book appointments tab. Now, so click on the schedule timings tab. Now here, what you can do is you can select the service. Now friends, having said that, we have activated all the three services here. So you will find all the three services here. Now, for example, if I deactivate a service from the services tab. So for example, if I deactivate the home visit here, okay, I've deactivated the home visit here. Now the same will get deactivated here as well. So if you go to the schedule timings here, and if you click on the drop down, okay, you will be able to select the clinic visit and the video consultation. Now this will automatically get changed. As of now, you are able to see this. Now once it gets refreshed, you will only find clinic visit and video consultation. So all those services that you have activated, you will find only those services here. Right? So now for Sunday, for every day of the week, you will find this option here. So Sunday, Monday, select the service. So clinic visit. Okay. So if you notice here, the time slots are there. Similarly, on Monday, the time slots are there. Okay. You can also add the time slots here. So if you want to add the time slots here, you can just click on the add time slot on the right hand side, and you can mention the start time and the end time, and click on save changes. Additional time slots will get added here. Okay. So for example, if I just give you a very, very small example here, on Monday, you are available only in the evening. Okay. Monday, if you are available only in the evening, what you can do is evening, for example, 6 to 9, right? So what you can do is you can just mention here 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay. And you can save the changes. So now the time slots will automatically be adjusted as per 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Right? Another example, for example, on Saturdays, you are available only in the morning time, right? So for example, on Saturdays, you are available from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So again, what you can do is you can go to Saturday uh, and add time slots from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Right? So all the time slots will be scheduled as per 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then you can just simply click on save changes. So this is where you add your availability. Okay. So on a particular day, what is your available timing? Now, as per your available timing, you can the time slots will be adjusted or arranged. Dr. Neelam has asked me a question here. Can we add different clinic location for different days? Okay, so Dr. Neelam, as of now, we do not have this facility here. Shamoil, would you like to answer this question here?
Yeah, because as you see in the profile setting, there you can change the clinic details.
Okay, Dr. Neelam. So you can change the clinic details from there.
No, actually, I visit two different clinics during the day. Like in
Right,
the morning, I visit some clinic, in the evening, I visit the other clinic. So if
right.
I can add both the clinic details and the timings accordingly, is that possible?
Yes, Shamoil, would you like to answer this
Uh,
question?
for this, I'll have to check with the team because this is the first concern I am getting. So I'll just check with the team and get back to you for Neelam, Dr. Neelam. Is it possible from our
I
side?
have one more query.
Yes, doctor.
So, yeah. So, instance, like this is my weekly schedule where I can update it for a week, but suddenly something has popped up, and maybe tomorrow or on Monday, I'm not going to that facility. So, how many hours before, or how many should I change it?
So Dr. Divya, it should be 1 day before, right, Shamoil?
Yes. One day prior, you can change it.
So, 1 day prior, I go to this slot, like for this week, change like Monday, I'm not available. So, I just show
Simply delete it. Can you see the delete
delete it.
icon here?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, so simply delete it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, Dr. Krishna has asked me a question. Does that mean minimum 3 hours to be given, or it can be even 2 hours? So, Dr. Krishna, it's up to you. So, if you are available for example, morning 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., you can only fix 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. as your time slot. So, your time slots will automatically get adjusted as per 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. You will not be finding any time slots after 11 a.m. So, if you go to add time slots here, okay, if you go to add time slots here, and so for example on Saturday, if I want to add time slots, see, right here the time slots are 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. If you want to delete it, you can simply delete this, okay, and you can add new time slot here. So go to add time slot, okay, you can mention 9 a.m. okay, and 11 a.m., right, and save the changes. So on Saturday, if you notice, your appointment will be from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. only. Okay, and as per the time slots, for example, if you have clinic visits of 15 minutes, if you have decided that the clinic visit is of 15 minutes, so you will find a time slot of, or an appointment slots of in the frequency of 15 minutes. Okay, so from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. you will find time slots with a frequency of 15 minutes. Okay, Dr. Krishna, I hope I have answered your query.
Ankit, sorry to
Yeah,
disturb
yeah, yeah.
because we
I
had a
noticed that. Shamoil, I'll just show the video consultation you're talking about, right?
yes.
Yeah, okay. So guys, now I'll also show you the video consultation, how we can do the video consultation. So we have to go to the appointment. Okay. Now the third tab is the appointment tab. Everyone, the third tab is the appointment tab. Okay. Now after the appointment tab, you have to click on the appointment. So that is the appointment that was booked of 3:55 p.m. Now click here, click on the appointment number. Okay. Can you see the start video call icon has appeared here? So the start video call appointment icon will appear exactly at that time. Okay. So 3:55 it will get appeared. Now once you click here, can you see screen here? Everyone, can you see the screen here? Now this will start the video consultation. Okay, and on the bottom, can you see the e-prescription icon as well? Beside the audio button and the video button, you will see the e-prescription button as well. So from here, you can add the e-prescription. Can you see this, everyone? Yes. So for example, if you want to add some medicine, so during the video call, if you want to add right? So click on the medicine here and simply add medicine. Okay. Now, once you click on add medicine, it will be asking for the frequency. So for example, I want to give it morning, night, after food. Okay. Right. Morning and evening, after food. So I've clicked after food. As soon as I click after food, NA will automatically be removed. Okay. Yes. And what will be the duration? So 1 day, 2 day, right? So for this duration, the patient will be taking the medicine. Okay. So if you have recommended for 3 days, so you will be mentioning 3 days here. Okay. Right. So now this will get added. Once you click on save. So at the bottom, you will find save button. So once you click on save, it will get added. Okay. So for example, if I show you one more medicine here. So pan 40. Okay. Pan 40, add medicine. So for example, morning before food, right? This again 3 days. Right? If you want to add some lab test, so you can add the lab test. I'll show you. Dr. Neelam, just give me some time. I'll show you. Okay. So diagnosis, whatever is your diagnosis, you will be writing it here. Any comments, you will be writing it here. Next consultation required. So next consultation, you can just tick mark here, and next consultation, for example, maybe after 3 days. So as soon as you mention 3 days here, it will automatically capture the date. Okay. Any comments if you have, so you need to mention any comments. What is your diagnosis? If you want to add a lab test, mention any lab test here. For example, if I mention CBC, okay. So lab test has been added here,
Why
right?
is there a specific mention of Apollo or Redcliffe like that? Is it
Yes.
like
So,
based upon the locality?
so Dr. Divya, now we have tie-ups with certain, we have tie-ups with certain labs. Okay, and that's the reason you find once I click on the drop down, you will find Redcliffe, you will find Apollo. Okay, and in the if you go to the lab tab, okay, so there is a lab order tab. If you go to the lab order tab there, you will also find some other uh, labs there. So we have a tie up with these labs, and that's the reason you find as a drop down.
Like based upon the caller's location where the tie-up is there?
No, Dr. Divya, this is randomly listed. Okay, but on the lab test, on the lab order page, you will find from the various locations, you will find all the labs that are being added or that are being there onboarded in the app. Okay, Dr. Divya, I hope this is clear. Okay, Shamoil, anything that you want to add here?
No, no, that's good. Just
Yes, Shamoil.
Yeah, everything is clear in the e-prescription part. But the thing is, you have to, means doctor has to add all the medicines once at a time, and after that they have to select the duration and everything. Because once if a doctor add one medicine, select the duration, and if he added the second medicine, and click on the add medicine, the duration of the first medicine get vanished. So
Okay, so it will
it,
disappear. So what
yeah,
Shamoil is trying to mention here, that first what we need to do is, as a doctor, what we need to do is we need to first add all the medicines. Once we have added all the medicines, then what we can do is we can just simply select the frequency. Okay, or how the medicine needs to be taken: morning, night, after food, before food. So once you have added all the medicine at one go, so first and foremost we have to add all the medicines that you want to recommend, and then add the frequency: morning, evening, before food, after food, that ways. Okay, and the duration, what will be the duration of those, so for how many days you need to you want the patient to take the medicine. Then the lab test, if any, if you want to add a lab test, your diagnosis, if you want to add the diagnosis, any comments. Then next consultation is required, so next consultation you can just simply click there, uh, the tick mark button, just tick mark the button. Next consultation after 3 days, system will automatically taking the date. Prescription valid up to, now the prescription that you have given is valid up to 3rd of April, so automatically this date is selected by the system. Do you want to place pharmacy orders for this prescription? So if you select here, okay, if you select here, do you want to place the lab test order for this prescription? So if you select both, then the admin will get notified. If you save this, the admin will get notified. So what you need to do is you need to ask, so as doctors you need to ask the patient that would you like to place the pharmacy order from the website itself. And once you click here the buttons, and then you, if you click on save, the admin, the backend team will get notified, and the backend team will be calling up, will be connecting with the patient, and will be placing the orders from there. Okay, so once everything is done, what you can do is you can simply click on save. Okay, now, so prescription has been successfully generated successfully. On the bottom you will find prescription has been generated successfully.
Ankit, are
Yes,
those
sir.
names of labs will be like visible to the patients as well, on the patient's prescription as well? Like CBC that you have selected over there,
Yes,
Apollo is mentioned, that will be like mentioned on the prescription as well.
yes, it will appear in the e-prescription, everything will be there.
But it doesn't seems nice now. While how can we say that you can go to this lab? We can suggest, but we can't give this thing in a written, na, to go to
uh
this lab only,
no,
or
it's
we are
like
prescribing someone.
so Mr. Dr. Gaurav, it's like you are here, it's just you are selecting the lab. Okay, you can so from the backend, so if you have noticed in the e-prescription, what I have done is on the bottom I have selected the button. Okay, only when I select,
No, no, no,
only
no.
when you
That
select the
that I
button.
agree. That I agree. But
Yes,
are there any options where the name of the labs are not mentioned? Like I want to advise only for CBC. I don't want to mention Apollo or some other lab.
right, right.
Is
So
is there any option?
Shamoil, yes, Dr. Gaurav, I got your point. So Shamoil, can you please note this down? Please note this query. So
yeah,
see,
okay.
uh, Dr. Gaurav, so only when you tick mark the last two options, only then the query will be raised to the backend team, and the backend team will follow up with the patient, and they will prescribe, or based on the location they can help the patient with a particular uh, lab, or for the medicine, for placing the medicine orders as well. Okay, if you don't select the last two options, the query will not get generated.
But it will be written on the prescription that I have given
Yes,
advice for
because the
CBC
drop
Apollo.
down here, yes, because the drop down, because it's when I've selected CBC, the drop down came as Apollo and Redcliffe, so that will be mentioned. So Shamoil is noting this down, and Shamoil, can you please note this down? And if you want to add something here, you can also add, Shamoil.
Mr. Ankit, do
I have
we
a
have
query.
to
Hello.
fill the? Okay.
Okay, Dr. Ruhi, just a moment. Yes, Dr.
Yeah.
Neelam.
Yeah. In the medicine part, suppose the brand that I want to prescribe is not there in the drop down list. Can
Mm-hmm.
we add a medicine manually?
No.
And also, acha, okay. And one more thing is that where is the place to mention the chief complaints and the patient history?
So that I will show you. The entire history is there. The appointment history, Dr.
No, no,
Neelam.
no, no.
When we go
Ankit,
to the appoint
Okay.
she is asking that where can she write the history of the patient.
history of the patient you're talking about, Dr. Neelam.
Yes, exactly. Like when I'm talking to the patient on the
Mm-hmm.
video call, I normally, simultaneously write the chief complaints, the past history, the present history, everything in detail.
Yes, so that you can mention in the so if you just go to the prescription here, okay.
Yeah.
So if I just go to view prescription, okay, see this. This is how the prescription will look like. Okay, this is how the prescription will look like. So in the comment section or in the diagnosis section, you can mention the entire thing, Dr. Neil.
No, but that is not how the prescription ideally works. There
Yeah,
should be a proper
presenting
place.
complaints should be there. Over there, I will be writing the complaints of the patient, and diagnosis is something that we call as
Exactly.
the illness for what patient is approaching to us.
Right. Okay. So Shamail,
Yes, yeah, we'll add a section for where doctor can write the history slash complaints. Any.
Exactly. And after that, it
Um,
should be like diagnosis and medications.
Okay, that
So
will be
one
absolutely.
more
added.
doubt. Should we like we are on a call with the patient and we write the complaints and all parallelly, or do we cut the call and then fill the entire part,
Either
or
ways, Dr.
is
Divya,
this
you can do
including the
that.
15 minutes?
Either ways you can do that. If in case you are unable to write the prescription then and there, you can add the
Okay.
prescription afterwards as well.
Afterwards as well. So
Yes.
so I select a time slot of 15 minutes. So in that 15 minutes, if I didn't complete the prescription of writing part, it is
Mhm.
not that the patient has to call back. I can still complete the
Yes.
prescription and give it to them.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. So Dr. Divya, if you so for example here, if I have not completed the e-prescription part, okay,
Yes.
if I was unable to complete the e-prescription part on the later
Yes.
stage, okay, on the later stage, I will be getting an option to add the prescription.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Only if. So now what I have done is I have already added the prescription. If I wouldn't have added the prescription here, I would have got an option to add the prescription at the later stage. But because I've added the prescription, now the prescription is will already be there. Okay. Right. Yes, Dr. Rui, you were asking some doubt. Dr. Rui,
Yeah, yeah. No, no. I just missed one certain part.
Dr. Rui, you're not audible. Your voice is too low.
Okay. You were telling about the lab tests and we've just mentioned that
Dr.
I
Ruhi, I'm so sorry. Still, I cannot hear you. There is some audio issues at your end. Meanwhile, Shamoil,
Yes, okay.
yeah, Shamoil, meanwhile, what you can do is you can simultaneously, so all these are very good suggestions that we are coming up with here. Okay, so you can simultaneously, side by side, you can just keep on writing those suggestions and we can have it incorporated.
Yeah, I'm just writing it in the note.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Shamoil. Okay, so, okay, Dr. Ruhi has asked me, do we need to ask if they want to place order? Yes, Dr. Ruhi. You need to ask before ticking on that the last two options that I have shown you. Okay. So now if the patient tells you that no, I will be procuring the medicines from the local pharmacy store, you need not to tick that prescription. Okay. The bottom two
Yeah, yeah, that
buttons.
I got it. But the thing is that, like, if we as doctors, I mean, why should we ask them that do you want to place the order from our pharmacy? Won't that look a little like in consult? Won't that look
I
little
can
odd?
understand. I can definitely understand, Dr. Rui, your concern. I can,
But you know,
yes, as
doctor's point
doctors,
of view, Yeah, in fact, the business point of view, if we go to see, the backend team calling every patient is more fruitful than, because on the face of a doctor, they would say, no, it's okay, we'll do it. But when the team, the marketing team calls them, that the
Mm-hmm.
convincing part can be done, which, we'll lose out on a lot of potential labs and medicines. If a doctor asks, it will be just a plain no. So in Dhani, what we used to do is like, I'm just giving one example because Shamoil was also in Dhani. We used to like write the prescriptions on the lab, and the people used to call from the back end, and the percentage of conversions was better than what a doctor, they would just say no and finish it off there. So the team
Right.
will not get the lead also.
Correct. Okay. So I understood your point, Dr. Ruhi, that as being doctors, it's not required for you to, ask for it. So see, it's like you are just giving them an option. Okay. It's nothing more than that.
No, but actually, this will, disturb the doctor-patient's relationship only.
I
And
can
there is
understand.
some, sometimes patient is not financially good. He's financially compromised. He don't want to buy the medicine. He must be trying that he will be buying from outside from generic medicine. Like
Right.
this doesn't look nice being as a
I,
doctor.
yes, I can understand, Gaurav. So see, again, that's your choice, isn't it? That's your choice. So if you don't want to take that option, or if you feel that I should not be asking my patients, you need not to ask that question to your patient, and you need not to tick that box.
Yeah, but I was suggesting, even if we don't take from the company's perspective, this was my suggestion that every patient should be called for the lab tests and the medicines mentioned, so we have more conversions that way. Even if the
Yes,
Absolutely,
doctor
your
doesn't
suggestion
ask.
is taken, Dr. Rui. Yes, Shamoil.
yeah. So, Dr. Rui, if a single prescription is also generated, our backend team will call unless you tick or not tick the checkbox.
Yeah, that's great. That's what I.
Okay. Any other questions here, friends? Any other questions? Okay. So see, friends. Now we were there in this video consultation, right? And if I want to, now the patient details will be here, patient details and everything will be here. Okay. And if I want to end the call, I can simply hang up here using the button, the red button. So I can just simply hang up here, and it will ask me this. Do you want to leave the meeting? Changes you have made may not be saved. So we have made all the changes. We have saved all the changes, and just simply click on leave. Okay. So now, because if you notice here, the start video call option is still there, right? Start video call option is still there. Why? Because the video consultation time was 30 minutes. Okay. And the 30 minutes has yet not over. So that's the reason this video call button is still active. Okay. And there is one more thing, that the patient has also not ended. So once, from both side, from the doctor's end as well as from the patient's end, if it gets end, then you will not find this start video call option.
Ankit,
Yes.
one more small doubt. This
Mm-hmm. Dr. Divya, I apologize. I cannot hear you. Your
only
audio
for
is intermittent.
video calls.
Dr. Divya, your audio is intermittent.
If we visit the home visit or the
clinic. Sorry, sir.
Dr. Divya, I'm so sorry. Your audio was cracking. I could not hear you. Can you please repeat your question one more time? Okay. Okay. So Dr. Divya has asked me a question: how to generate prescription if it is a clinic visit? Okay. So Dr. Divya, if it is a clinic visit, you will not find this e-prescription there.
Ankit, one clarity over here.
Yes.
So, if it's a clinic visit or a home visit, the e-prescription would be just where you see the start video call option. There you can click at the time, like if a slot is book of 10:30 exact Exact at 10:30, e-prescription generation button will pop up over there.
Oh, can you please explain that part again?
I'll just repeat it for you, Dr. Divya. So what
Yeah.
Shamoil has said is that in case it is a home visit or a clinic visit, right? So unlike video consultation, you will find you have this start video call button, and once you start the video call, you also at the bottom of the screen you will also find the e-prescription, right? But if it is if it is a home visit or a clinic visit, you will not find the start video call button. You will only find a e-prescription button.
So how do we upload it then? Like if it's a home visit or a clinic visit, the patient is in front of me. So parallelly, will we fill the e-prescription, or I just complete the consultation, everything with
If you
him,
complete the consultation and afterwards also you can upload the e-prescription, Dr. Divya.
just to show that like we have finished the consultation?
Yes. So once you have marked the consultation as completed, okay. So
Mm-hmm.
if you notice here, can you see at the bottom end here, complete appointment,
Mm-hmm.
right? So once you click on complete appointment, now if you also notice, also notice here on the right hand side, can you see e-prescription written here? On the right hand side, Dr. Divya, can you see
Yes, yes,
e-prescription written here? So now
yes.
because I have generated the prescription, and that's the reason you are able to see e-prescription here. Okay. If you would have not generated the e-prescription, you wouldn't have found it here.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
then afterwards, you will again get an option to add the prescription. Okay. So if you
Okay.
have not added the prescription and if you have simply clicked on complete appointment, the appointment will get completed.
Okay.
Okay. And for that matter, if you have started the video consultation and for that matter, the patient failed to attend, okay, you can also cancel or reschedule the appointment. So reschedule in this case will not be possible. Why? Because you don't know when the patient will turn up. So you can simply cancel the appointment,
Okay. Okay.
right? So I am just marking here complete appointment and this appointment will get completed. So appointment completed successfully. Is that clear to everyone, friends? Give me a quick check. Yes. Okay, so friends, we have completed till the services tab. Okay, till the services tab we have completed. Let's move on to the next tab, which is the schedule timing. So we have also completed this schedule timing tab, right? After the schedule timing tab, let's move on to the appointments tab here. Now, so in the appointments tab, you have various fields here: appointment number, appointment status, appointment start date, okay, appointment end date, patient's name, mobile number, upcoming upcoming appointments, select appointment type. So if you select any of uh, these details, you will be able to search. So for example, uh, instead of upcoming, if I select appointment here, I have not selected anything, and if I click on search, the entire history you will find in here. Okay, can you see the entire history here? Yes, and on the right hand side, you will also see the completed status. If it is a cancelled appointment, you will find the appointment status as cancelled. See, cancelled by doctor, right? Now, if you click here again on the, and now, Dr. Gaurav, you have asked me this question. See, this entire thing can be exported to either in PDF or in Excel. So this is the entire history here of all the appointments that you have here, right? Entire history. You can export this entire history in PDF as well as in Excel.
Thank you,
Or
Guru.
Yeah, okay, Dr. Gaurav, as well as you can just select the appointment start date and appointment end date, and as per that data as well, you will be getting the entries, and those entries you can again export it as per PDF or Excel. Right, Dr. Gaurav? I hope I have answered your query.
Yeah. Thank you, Ankit.
Okay, okay, thank you, Dr. Gaurav. Okay, Dr. Smita has asked me a question. Till now it's clear, but if any doubt comes up as we start using, yes, absolutely, Dr. Smita, we are always here to help you out. Okay, we are always here to help you out. We will also be sharing a FAQ sheet with you. We will also be sharing a ready reckoner with you. Okay, so it will be a kind of it will be a kind of, so after this session, maybe on Monday, we will be sharing. So on Monday you will be getting the FAQ document. We will be sharing an FAQ document, okay, where we have listed some of the very common FAQs, as well as we will also be sharing you some small videos where what you can do is, if any segment you have not understood, or any segment that you have a doubt, you can just play that small video, and the entire thing will be explained there. Okay, so that will be shared with you on Monday by Shamoy.
There will be no coordinator, like a
There
team
will be a
coordinator or
coordinator.
somebody?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
all
Dr.
right.
Rui. So Shamoy is the
Fine.
coordinator.
Sure.
Okay. Any other question here, friends? Any other questions? Okay, so let's move ahead. So now I have just completed this appointment here. I'll click on the appointment number here, and I will see the entire thing here. See, the entire appointment summary, patient details, everything I'll find here. Okay, e-prescription, everything I'll find here. Okay, what kind of service I have provided, video consultation type, everything is mentioned. Okay, along with that, you can also assign the lab and assign the pharmacy. That is also available here. Okay, so if you click on assign lab, okay, so these are some of the labs that we have onboarded. Okay.
Ankit, this would be done from our team, from
Yes,
collective.
absolutely. So friends, this assign lab, assign pharmacy, because once you have selected the buttons at the bottom of the e-prescription, then everything will be taken care by the backend. Okay, then doctors don't need to do anything. Okay, assignment of the lab, assignment of any pharmacy orders, okay, all will be done from the backend team. Doctors don't need to assign anything. Right? Similarly, friends, I hope you are able to see the bell icon here. Now, everything that you edit or update will get notified in the bell icon here. So if you click the bell icon here, can you see the latest that I have done was to complete appointment. So I have just completed an appointment, and everything will be mentioned here in the bell icon. You can click view all, and you will see the entire history of the bell icon. Okay, all the notifications you will find it. Right? Let's move back to the appointments page. Right? Now, any questions, any queries apart from this, friends? Any questions, any queries, or shall we move ahead? Yes, Dr. Geeta? Yes, Dr. Geeta? Dr.
No,
Geeta,
no, it
any
is okay.
questions?
No, no,
Okay.
accidentally it got clicked.
No, no problem. No problem. No problem. Okay. So let's move ahead. Let's move ahead. So after appointments tab, we have the next tab, which is the book appointment. Okay. Now from here, you can add or you can book an appointment for your existing patient, or you can add a new patient from here. Right? So now if you notice here, the existing patient's name is already mentioned here. Okay, so existing patient's name is already mentioned here. So for example, if I want to book another for the same patient, I'll, for example, Shamoil. So I'll select here. Okay, select the service type. Okay, so service type is clinic visit, and you can also select the date. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, and that will be the slots. So from morning 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. you can assign the slots to Shamoil. Okay, or for that matter, you can also add a new patient here. So add new patient, just simply click on the button add new patient, patient name, email ID, mobile number, age, gender, address, everything you have to mention and click on add patient. Right, so a new patient will get added here. Now this way you will very conveniently you will be having a track of all the patients that you have onboarded or that you have added in the system. Right, so select patient's address. You can select the patient's address here. Okay, select the appointment, select the symptoms at the bottom. You can just select the symptoms, for example, chest pain, and you can also add other symptoms as well, and you can simply click on book appointment. So the appointment will get generated. So Shamoil Siddiqui, I have selected the address, mobile number, everything will get selected here because I have selected an existing patient, friends. Right, I have selected an existing patient. Now, in the case of new patient, you have to fill all the details, the entire details of a new patient. Okay, and then you have to select the date. So, for example, Tuesday, and appointment time is 9:30. So that I have selected 9:30, and then I'll scroll down. I'll select the patient address. After selecting the address, I'll select some symptoms, and then I will click on book appointments. Right?
So Ankit, I had
Yes.
a doubt here.
Yes, Dr.
So
Geeta.
will the appointments, will the patient be connecting with us directly for an appointment, or it would go to the backend team and the backend team would connect with the doctor and then confirm the appointment? And do we need to fill in this data, or it would be booked by the backend team? If they are booking it, this would be pre-written and then shared with us. Kindly
Okay.
clarify on this.
Okay, so Dr. Geeta, there are two ways. Okay, first is that you being a doctor adding these details. Okay, right?
Okay.
You being a doctor, you are adding the patient details. First, second way is patient him or herself can also get in touch with you. So the patient will get routed, or the patient will log in or sign up to the Torus health page, and from the Torus health page they will search, for example, they will search your name, Dr. Geeta. Okay, and they can book their appointments from there. Okay,
Okay.
so it's a two-way process. For doctors don't need to go to that page. Okay, you need
Okay.
to come to your dashboard here, you need to come to your page here and add the
Okay.
patients. Okay,
Okay.
while the patients can go to the Torus health page, and from there they can search the doctor and book an appointment.
Okay. Fine. Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay, Dr. Geeta, anything
Yeah.
else?
No, no, no. It's
Okay,
clarified.
thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and click on book appointment, so the appointment will get booked here. Right, so that's how simple we have it in or that simple we have created this book appointments page. Now after that, we have already covered the schedule timings. So let's go to the patients page. Now once you click on the patients page, now again we have multiple fields here. You can search for the patient details from any of the fields here. Right, so if you notice, um, if you notice, we have patient's name, then the gender, age. You can select the range from to, okay, and the date range, and then click on the search button, and you will find the entire details. Okay, so you can choose any of these fields to search or filter the data, right? So that's the patient's data here. Okay, so for example, if I want to search for Shamoil, okay, this Shamoil's data is here. Okay, I'll just simply click on view. Okay, and I will get the details. Okay, so the entire details are here. Now again I can so in the so I have given two prescriptions here on 29th March and 31st March. I can see those actions here, so you can just simply click here and you will find your prescription here. Okay, so that's how the prescription will look like, right? So that's the patient history or the patient details. Then reviews. Now, if any patient has given you reviews, uh, those reviews will appear here. Okay. Now, friends, you cannot change or modify the reviews. These are the reviews that are being provided by the patients. Okay. So we cannot change or modify the reviews. Now, after the reviews, here comes the most important part, which is the settlement. Okay. Now, again, this settlement, this entire history can be exported to PDF or Excel. Similarly, we have various fields here, settlement number, from admin, doctor, doctor to admin. You can select the relevant option, date, and then you can just click on the refresh button and the entire thing will get reflected in. Okay. So settlement basically is the amount settlement that we are talking about here. Okay. Right. Any questions here? So you can click on view here on the action. You can click on view here. So settlement number, settlement date, amount. Okay. Everything will be mentioned here. Okay. Settlement status. Okay. Settlements. Everything will be mentioned here. And you can just export it to PDF as well as Excel. Okay. If you click on settlement, right? Okay. I've got a question here. Okay. Will this amount be reflected in account or on dashboard, then reflect to us on monthly basis? See, Dr. Divya, it will get reflected here. Okay. Now this will be as per the patients, right? And on the main page, it will be a total, total consultation charges that you have received. Okay, so here it will get reflected as per the appointments here, the settlement number. It is as per the settlement number. So if I just go back to that page here, here the settlement amount will get reflected as per the uh, settlement number. Okay, as per the settlement number, it will get reflected. Whereas on the dashboard, it's the total amount that will get reflected of all the settlements. Okay, till date. So on the dashboard, it will be till date number. Will the settlement be done after the call and consultation or pre-booked? So the settlement will take place once the appointment is completed, Dr. Divya. Okay. I'm assuming here that you want to ask the frequency of settlement, right? Okay. Shamoil, would you like to answer this question here?
Yeah, so the settlement would be on monthly basis. It would be completely on monthly basis on pre-consultation, on per consultation, sorry, on per consultation basis.
Okay, Dr. Divya. So it will be, the settlements will be made on the monthly basis. Yes, any other question, Dr. Divya? Okay, right. Any other questions, any other queries, friends? Any other questions, any other queries? Right. So after the settlement tab, let's move ahead with the appointment report. Okay, so just click on the appointment report here. Okay, and you will find the entire details here. Okay, again, we have certain columns here. We have certain options here, appointment status. You can select or you can search the data as per this, or you can also export this data into Excel as well. So you can search as per appointment status, appointment by date, specialty, service type, symptom, payment type. Okay, you can select or you can filter out the data as per the fields given here. Okay, so now these are the particular appointment ID, appointment number. So all the appointment reports are mentioned here. Okay, so what type of consultation it was? So it was a video call completed, right? Everything will be mentioned here in the appointment report page. Okay, so the entire detail, and you can also export these details in Excel, right? So that's the appointment report tab. And after that, we have right? So these are the details about your patients. Okay, and after that, so after the appointment report, we have the pharmacy orders, right? So all those patients who have placed the orders. Okay, so from the back end, the admin team will be connecting to those patients. Okay, back end team, the admin team will be connecting to those patients, and if the patients uh, order the medicine from Torus page, Torus Health's page, then uh, all those orders will get reflected here. Okay, in the pharmacy orders page. So these are the orders which your patients have placed. These are the pharmacy orders or the medicine orders that your patients have placed. So if any of your patient has placed the order through Torus Health, then that detail will be mentioned here. That this appointment number, appointment ID, has doctor name, has placed the order from the Torus Health page. Okay. Again, you can export it as PDF. You can again take a print as well. Okay, so these options are available. Again, are we getting any incentive on lab and pharma? No, no, Dr. Rohit.
Dr. Rui, ma'am, as of now, there is no incentives, but we are planning to come up with some products for incentives for labs and pharma also.
Okay, Dr. Ruhi, I hope this is clear. So as of now, there are no incentives, but yes, in future, we are planning to do so. Okay, for some labs, for some pharmacy orders, we are planning to do. So this is something which is there in the pipeline. Okay, so after the pharmacy orders, we have lab orders here. So again, click on the lab orders. So all those patients who have taken the lab facility or who have placed the lab order from Torus Health website, your patients, so that data will get reflected. So if any of your patients have booked lab orders from Torus Health, then all those orders will get reflected here. Again, you can convert it to PDF. You can take a print as well.
Ankit,
And
I have a
yes,
query here.
yes,
I
Dr.
saw a
Geeta.
prescription of Biotech's liver cleanse. So, are all products of Biotech's available on Torus Health platform, or we need to give a prescription to the patient and tell them directly to go to Biotech's website and book it? Or if the patient is booking via Torus Health, will the patient be getting any particular substantial amount of discount for Biotech's products?
Yes, ma'am. So I'll just. So we have all the biotech product listed on Torus Health website. So if a
Okay,
customer or patient or place any order of biotech, so as
okay,
per agreement, the patient would get the certain amount of discount on that product.
okay. So now we need not go to, then directly we can give the prescription for biotech products from Taurus only.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, Dr. Geeta, any more questions?
No, no, this was
Okay,
only because we were earlier giving it via Dr. Leroy's website. So I just saw
okay,
it over here, so I thought I'll clarify. Okay, thank
okay.
you.
Thank you so much. Okay, let's move ahead. Okay, so Dr. Deepti has asked me a question. Himalayan medicine will be available on Taurus. Uh, Shamail, would you like to answer this question?
Himalayan, ma'am, any specific or the brand ones?
So, Dr. Preeti, are you talking about any specific medicine? The brand she's talking about, Shamail.
Yeah, so it's available on Taurus.
Yes. Okay, Dr. Preeti, it's available on Taurus. Okay, right. So, friends, shall we move ahead? Okay. Now, friends, um, after lab orders, you can also go for promotional SMS and emails. So just simply click on promotional SMS and emails. Now you can see it's a kind of it's a digital world, and it's a kind of promotion that you are doing for yourself. Okay, so these are some promotional SMSs or email facility that we have provided. So in case you have some offers or some um, advantages that you want to provide to your patients, okay, so you can just mention the title here, any kind of um, advantages or any kind of subscriptions or any kind of freebies that you want to provide. Okay, so what you can do is you can just mention the title here. Okay, provide the description here, and you can select the users to your existing patients, to your existing patients. You can just select here, and you can click on send notifications, and the notifications will go to their email ID, will go to their mobile numbers. Okay, so these are some notifications here. Similarly, we have email marketing as well. So you can just click on email marketing. So you will find a very similar page as of a email here. So you can just write in the subject, okay, some offers that you are rolling out. So you can just mention some offers or some discounts that you are rolling on your on your consultation charges or whatever. You can just mention in the subject, uh, type in the entire body of the email. Okay, and again, I mean, you can just select the patient's details by clicking on the tick mark box here, and click on send email. The emails will be uh, forwarded to the email of the patient. Okay, so that's how you can uh, create a marketing this thing. In case you have some promotional SMSs or some promotional uh, marketing stuff or email, you can click on the promotional SMS and email tab, and you can select the notifications. You want to take it from the notifications tab, or you can want to go for the email marketing. So you can just select, or you can just toggle between the two buttons or the two icons. Right, so that was the last part, and last but not the least, we have the logout icon here. Now simply click on the logout icon here and you will be logged out of this platform.
Ankit, I have a question. This
Yes.
promotional emails and SMS can be put out on social media platforms. Is that allowed? Do we have the consent?
Shamoil,
Exactly, I didn't get you.
Can we put it up, all these promotional SMS and emails, can it be put out as a sample on social media platforms like Insta, or they have to be sent only to email via emails of the patients?
So, are you talking about your personal Insta or personal? So,
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah, you can do means promotional
Okay,
SMS or email, anything you can do. Upload flyers, anything.
okay, 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 okay. Thanks a lot. Okay.
okay, so Dr. Divya has asked me a question: will calls or patients contacts will be provided from the company side, or it's our own way to gather patients? uh, so Dr. Divya, patients, as I said earlier as well, there are two ways to add the patients. Okay, either patients can reach the doctors, okay, from the Torus health page, or the doctors can, if the doctors get an appointment, they can also add the patient details. Okay, Shamuel, I think, I feel, Torus health will not be providing any patients here, right?
Torus Health are doing marketing
Yes,
activities.
we are doing marketing activities, yes.
Yeah. So, through marketing, if any patient want consultation, they can visit our website to sign in and book the slot according.
Yes. So patients can search a particular doctor from the Torus Health website, okay, and they can book the doctor. For example, if a patient selects Dr. Divya, so appointment will get booked in your name. Can we do the consultation on mobile phone, or it is laptop is
Yes, yes,
needed? Yes, you can
yes.
do it on mobile as well, Dr. Neelam. Right, friends. So, friends, we have come to the end of this session here. Now I'm opening the room for questions and answers. So if in case you have a doubt, in case you have a query or something which has not answered earlier, or if I may have missed some of the queries, you can just unmute yourself or you can put it in the chat box. We will love to answer the questions. Yes. Any questions, any doubts? Okay, thank you, Dr. Gaurav. Yes. Any questions, any queries that I have not answered or we might have missed, or any questions that you might be having, you can just unmute your mic or you can just put it in the chat box as well. Okay. So last but not the least, friends, I would like to ask you a feedback here. So how was the overall session? Can you give me a quick feedback here, friends? Thank you, Dr. Hema. Thank you, Dr. Ruhi. Thank you so much, Dr. Gaurav. Thank you so much, Dr. Neelam. Any feedbacks, guys? Any feedbacks? Uh, how was the overall session? Thank you so much, Dr. Deepti. Thank you so much, Dr. Geeta. Thank you so much, Dr. Smita. Friends, we will also be sharing a feedback form with every one of you. Okay, and those that feedback form will also be mentioning your suggestions. So if you can, if you may, just provide some of the suggestions as well in order to make this website, make this page more user friendly. Thank you, Dr. Ruhi. Dr. Krishna, thank you so much.
Suti.
Yes, Shamoil.
Yeah. So tomorrow I'm sharing the login credential with everyone
Okay.
on mail, and if you would like to fill the details by yourself, you can do the changes in the profile setting. I'll just drop you the mail tomorrow in the first half by 12 or 1 o'clock.
Okay, so friends, Shamoil will be dropping you an email, okay, with your login credentials. And by using the login credentials, you can log into the Dr. Admin page and you can set up your profile and everything. Okay, in case you have a doubt, in case you have a query, you can anytime get in touch with Shamoil. Okay, moreover, we will also be sharing you the FAQs document. Okay, we will also be sharing you some small videos which are learning videos of this entire page. Okay, friends, any questions, any queries before we wrap up the session? Yes, any questions, any queries before we wrap up the session? Please inform what marketing Torus plans to do. Okay, so Dr. Krishna, I mean, we have, as far as marketing is concerned, we come up with some, promotional camps. Okay. Um,
So we are doing every sort of marketing on like social on every social media. We are doing some health camps, everything.
right. Okay, so in order to aware, in order to create more awareness, we are coming up with more and more camps. okay, medical camps. We are coming up with, okay, social media marketing strategies, right? So that the awareness among the patients, we can develop awareness among the patients. Okay, friends. So that's it. That's it from today's session. This is Ankit signing off. I wish you enjoy your weekend. Okay, and we'll meet sometime again. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, friends, for sparing time for us. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care, guys.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for
Okay. Thank you, Shamoil.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. Let's end the session. Yes, Shamoil.
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you, Ankit. Thank you, everyone.
Yes. Thank you, Shamoil. Thank you, everyone.